M0 JCF OE8 TTR, Oscar Easy 8 Tango Tango Radio.
Yeah, Oscar Echo 8 Tango Tango. I think you said radio or alpha. Sorry about missing the last letter. No problem, we'll get it in the end. The name this side is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm just 20 kilometres southeast of the City of London. I'll give you your report and I'll give you some technical details on the next over. So the Oscar Echo 8 Tango Tango, possibly Alpha. This is M0 JCF.
It's a radio. It's a R on the end. Mike 0 JCF OE8 Tango Tango Radio. Hello Mark, good afternoon. Thanks for replying. 5 and 7, 57. Quite changeable the band, yeah, but at the moment my short skip, so I keep it as short as I can, Mark. 5 and 7, as I said before. Power about 400, 500 watts in peak. The name is Hell Hotel Echo Lima, and I'm located in the southern part of Austria, close to the Sugar 5 border, about 20 kilometers north from the Slovenian border, Mark. That's the story. Three elements in your direction. M0 Japan Charlie Fox OE8 Tango Tango Radio.
Yeah, OE8 Tango Tango Radio, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox returning. Well, hell, that was my handwriting. I wrote it down so quickly I couldn't remember if I'd written an A or an R. So that was the confusion, and I went for the first letter of the alphabet, and of course it was a 50-50 and I was wrong, but that's because I wrote down very quickly. Thanks for the 57 with QSB. You're 55 with QSB. But a good audio, a very clear audio. I'm just using a 5/8 wave vertical today. I'm using 100 watts or maybe a bit more from the back of the IC-7300. So no amplifier, whatever the radio puts out at 100%. I think it's just over 100 watts. But that's the story. I've literally just came on the radio about 5 minutes ago and had a quick look, and I noticed a few stations from the Balkan, no, not the Balkans, the Baltic states, Latvia, around that way, Estonia, and I thought to myself, well, there must be some E, so I wasn't expecting anything from your direction, so it is very pleased to get you in the logbook, and I think I'd only been calling for a few seconds when you answered me. So that's the story, Hell. Back to you. OE8 TTR M0 JCF.
Yeah, okay, Mark. You are going down at the moment. 7-7 radio. and Netherlands station spotted me on the castle with 877 radio. Okay, nice call, son. Mark, anyway, yeah, doing a great job. Even if you're going down at the 580 vertical, doing a great job. For short skip as well. And yeah, that's the gain of a frequent scope, you know. That's why I found you, and then I hear you calling. So I hear the Latvian and Estonian stations as well. So quite good short skip at the moment. Anyway, let you move on and let you carry on. So my pleasure to meet you for the first time, Mark. Thanks a million. Stay safe, stay healthy, and till the next time. M0 JCF OE8 Tango Tango Radio. Bye bye, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah, OE8 TTR M0 JCF with that final. Yeah, hell, it was an absolute pleasure to get you for the first contact in my logbook today. And you're right, some nice short skip around. Yesterday was very short skip. For me, it was into Denmark, Scotland, and northern Germany, etc., and northern France. So it was very short, a little bit longer today. But great to get you in the book. Take care, good luck, and auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Alles gut.
Auf Wiedersehen, Mark. Servus.
QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. CQ10, CQ on 10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox, calling 10.
India Uniform 1, Tango, Kilo, Foxtrot.
Yeah, India Uniform 1, a Tango Kilo Foxtrot, nice and loud to me, sir. Thank you for the call. My name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. So I'll give you a report on the next over, and I'll give you some technical details as well. India Uniform 1, Tango Kilo Foxtrot. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot from IU1 TKF. The name of this end is Julian. Juliet Uniform Lima India Alpha November. QSL, southeast England. Well, you have an accent from the outer London area, over.
Yeah, absolutely no problem, Julian. And thank you for our second contact this year. I actually spoke to you in June. So just last month, I was calling CQ on 10 as well. So it's great to get you in logbook. A super fine signal from you, Julian. You're giving me 5 and 9, absolutely right on the dot, 5 and 9 with a very, very good audio, very loud audio. I'm using, like last time, an IC-7300. I'm using a 5/8 wave vertical antenna, and my power is just radio power, about 100 watts, maybe a little bit more, but not a lot in it. So that's the story, Julian. Back to you.
You want TKF return? It's a pleasure listening to you again, Mark. Well, I've been rather busy working, busy also finishing the shack, which I did, and the hex beam is up. I was working with a G5RB before, at the time when we spoke last, and now it's a hex beam, 7-band hex beam, because I added on the 40 meters. It's all brand new. It took a lot of work and a lot of problems due to the weather conditions, but it's all finished. And the radio is always the same, FTDX 101 MP, 200 watts towards your way. It seems to do the job, this X-Men. Since it's up, I've got no boundaries. First call through. No way. Yeah, we had a nice waffle the last time. We were talking about Tunbridgewell, Seven Oaks, blah, blah, blah. Your young lady and so forth. I do remember. Yes, and it's rather hot over here, and I think it's rather hot over there too, lately, over.
Yeah, it's about 25 degrees today, Julian, which is quite low compared to how it has been. It's been over 30 degrees for many, many days over the last few weeks, which is, was and used to be very unusual for southeast of England. Now that's becoming common year after year. This year, probably the best that I've seen it. I say the best. I don't mind the warm weather. My wife hates it. Unfortunately, my wife has multiple sclerosis, so the hot weather in particular does affect her. But that side of it away, she's not very keen on the very hot weather. But yeah, about 25 today, but very humid. It did rain overnight. We were expecting more rain, maybe today, maybe this afternoon or tomorrow. It's just changeable at the moment, but that's the weather. Us English, we just love to moan about the weather. That's the story. Anyway, well, what was my report? You're hitting plus. That hex beam is definitely doing a great job. You're hitting me sort of 5 and 9 plus 5 quite regularly. No QSB that I could see on your signal at all. So all of your power definitely coming my way. Back to you. IU1 TKF M0 JCF.
Okay, well, you have 10 over 9, 5 9 plus 10 dB. and the needle is steady. It isn't dancing at all. It's not wobbling like a yo-yo. Steady on it. So we must have the right spot at the moment and the right cluster on the band there, because I was scouting around and I was listening to stations. One moment pipe 9 and the next disappeared. Not going down to pipe 7, pipe 6, pipe 4. Actually disappeared, and then coming back after a minute or so. I was there waiting I was listening. But anyway, the weather, we got to get used to it, meaning we in England, it's good to be like that. It's got to be like that. Warmer. You save on central heating and whatever not, and we get up better in the morning when it's sunny, in a better mood and so forth. And we've seen it from year to year. As you know, I also live in London. So the south coast of England has become the Costa del whatever, Bournemouth or whatever, you know. The Isle of Wight is going to treble in its beauty with this weather. And it's supposed to be like that. So I know professionally that a large percentage of UK residents don't go abroad. They started going to Bournemouth. And also Bournemouth, I pick Bournemouth just as an example. Many other seaside resorts, they have changed. They've seen the people request what they expect, and you see it even if you go out eating. You know, there's some restaurants that popped up different from the usual fish and chips and whatever not. So it's all changing for the better. I mean, that's the way I see it. So we ought to get used to it. Over.
Yeah, do you know what? I was saying that to my wife and some friends just the other day. We need to adapt, and that's the word. It's not change. You know, we need to adapt. Instead of the government just trying to tax its people for, you know, climate change and everything else in between. I know it's not a thing we should really get stuck on in this conversation, but the other side of it is we should adapt. And that's what I think the government should be encouraging their people to do, is to adapt, you know, learn to live with it. It's just one of those things, you know. It's taken me, I'm 62 years old, and I've noticed, you know, since the 1980s, the change in the climate, in the weather, and we just need to adapt. I know it's very, very difficult. People don't like change, but you know, that's how we've adapted over the hundreds, if not thousands of years. You know, your countrymen back 2,000 years ago, you know, they came over from Rome, and they came across Europe. They landed in Britannia, and you know, and they adapted. You know, those Romans, they adapted to the British weather and that. I didn't see all of the Romans, you know, suddenly turn around and say, no, too cold, too wet, let's go back to where it's hot and warm, you know, back to Italy. No, they adapted, you know, and of course, you know, things, you know, they changed, and they lived with it. You know, it's a crazy old world that we live in, but it's all based around money, isn't it? And that's the thing, you know. If they think the people in power can take the money away from the people not in power, that's the way they'll do it. But you know, it doesn't matter how much money they take off of me and my wife and my daughters, who are both working. You know, it doesn't matter how much tax they take off them. I, my wife and my daughters, I don't think we'll ever see the benefit of all of that money. Maybe that's a selfish attitude. You know, we should be thinking of our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. But, you know, did the Victorians really consider me when they were burning coal and wood like it was the only thing to burn? I don't know. All of this is sort of said tongue-in-cheek. I don't want to be political or anything like that, but you sort of get the idea of what I'm saying, Julian. IU1 TKF M0 JCF.
Yeah, M0 JCF IU1 TKF. Well, I know exactly, and I'm not far off from you. I'm 66 myself, so, and I feel the same way you do, but there you go. The magic word you said is adapt. We've got to adapt. And that word is to be applied at 360 degrees on every subject. Politically, in every situation. Even in ham radio, even in aerials. I mean, I've just finished with a tower outside. I could have spent a couple of grand less. Okay, and local friends, well, they're so-called friends because they're people I just met recently, wanted to do one particular job, and they said, no way, I'm going to go for that crank-up mast of that thickness, made like that, and the guy was, no, I don't want those, I want the Bico, or I want the Dacron, blah, 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 and I did a super job. It cost me money, but because I want to save money. So, you see, the idea is that people, I understand when someone hasn't got the money in the pocket, then you don't spend them. But if you can make an effort, you've got them, then think ahead, because you're going to save ahead. With all that's going on now, we've got to adapt. We're going to have stronger winds, stronger hurricanes of all types and sorts. As you see, warm weather, no boundaries, it goes up 37, 38, 39. So even with the antennas, the big job that I've done outside, I went for the maximum security I could do. Yeah, I could add on another couple of guy wires, which I could easily do. I've got the material in the garage. But as it is, last week it was blowing gale, but it has done a lot of damages around here. I was looking proudly my hex beam out there, and it wasn't moving one single inch. You know, I wish I had the phone at that moment. I wanted to make a video of it, but it was on charge. But the word is adapt. So we've got to go over everything and adapt. Think mentally what we want to do. Adapt our mind to it, and also practically. And whoever else is complaining about antennas, they should tomorrow double check what they've got and adapt to a new version or a new way to secure it. Anyway, Mark, I'm gonna scout through. My XYL is waiting for me outside to go for a swim. So I'll scout through for 10-15 minutes to see what's happening, and then I'll switch up. Look forward to catch you soon again, Mark. It's been a pleasure. Over.
Absolutely no problem, and really enjoyed the conversation with you, Julian. It's it's always good when we can talk about events, that sort of thing, and not just, I built this aerial, I'm using this amplifier, I've changed to that radio, here's your signal. Interestingly, your signal swinging 5 and 9 plus down to 5 and 1, but perfectly readable throughout, absolutely no problem. Great conversation. Go and enjoy your swim, and I look forward to you jumping on me in the next sporadic E contacts. Always good. And of course, when the sporadic E's finished and the skip goes very long for 10 meters, it goes for DX, and I can't really work Europe. I tend to use 40 meters, sometimes 60 meters, and in the winter maybe 80, so you can always find me on those lower bands as well, especially as your hex beam now has 40 meters. Maybe you could listen for me on 40 meters, and we can fill that band slot as well. Take care, good luck, and say arrivederci, ciao ciao. 73, old friend.
You want CQ10m. Okay, Mark, all understood, all well. Thank you for the QSO, and look forward to catch you. Yes, I do cover all the bands. What I don't cover is VHF, UHF, which still I have to finish that job. I've got the corks, I've got the aerial, a Diamond 7000 waiting outside, but I couldn't give a toss about that one at the moment. I haven't got the time to dedicate to HF at the moment, so, but I cover all frequencies. Okay, cheers and beer, 73, bye-bye, it's been a pleasure. IU1 TKF clear, bye-bye.
Yeah, adio amico mio, cheers, 73, ciao ciao. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Nothing is heard. CQ, CQ, CQ10, CQ10, CQ10 sporadic E. CQ, CQ, CQ10, CQ10, CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, CQ10, CQ10.
Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. This is Charlie, Tango 1, India, Quebec, India, calling CT1 IQ-I with the antenna not yet in your direction, but I'll turn it a bit. Go ahead.
Yeah, Charlie Tango 1, India Queen India. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot. And another station you also called with Charlie Tango 1. Unfortunately, you were lower than him. But if you'd like to stand by, I will try to get you in a few minutes. But Charlie Tango 1, India Queen India, 5 and 1. Whichever way your antenna is pointing, you were 5 and 1 to me on your call-in. My name is Mark, that's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London in the county of Kent, southeast of England. And what I'll do is I'll give you some technical details on the next over. Just wanted to give you a long enough over for you to swing your antenna. I'm assuming you're using a beam. I'm just a vertically polarised antenna. Back to you, CT1 IQ-I M0 JCF.
Yeah, it was a perfect copy indeed, Mark, and thanks for all the info. They're from Kent, southeast of London. Excellent copy here. I'm also in the southeast, but of Portugal, the very southeastern corner, really about 7 kilometers from the south coast and about 20 kilometers from the Portuguese-Spanish border. So Spain starts at 20 kilometers east from where I'm located, Mark. First 3 letters of my first name identical to yours, but then it continues Tango India November, so Martin, the first name on this end, Martin, Mark. Fine, so running just barefoot to the Apache Labs G2 in the peaks. Well, it's close to 100 watts. I do have an amplifier, but it's not yet switched on, so I can switch on, make more power if that need would arise, but I don't think so at the moment. You were reaching 5859, so quite a nice signal, Mark. Back to you there, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Charlie Tango 1, India, Quebec, India, over.
Yeah, CT1 IQ-I M0 JCF returning. Well, Martin, I'm glad you gave me that whistle. The bill is coming back to you for my windows. Thank you very much. I'm only joking. Your 5 and 8 is about right. For you don't need the amplifier. 5 and 8 is good. You're dropping to about 5 and 1. As I say, on the call-in, you were about 5 and 1. So you're probably hanging around an average of 5 and 5, but we'll put you in the logbook today of 5 and 8. Well, I'm using a IC-7300. I'm using a 5/8 wave vertical, and whatever comes out the radio, which is just over 100 watts, I think, on 10 meters at full power. Interestingly, I've just logged on to QRZ to log you, and I see we worked before, but way back in 2023. Now, you may not have been logged as M0 JCF because it was Mike Romeo 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. So Mike Romeo 0, Juliet Charlie Fox. That would have been my special call for the coronation. I think that was the coronation of King Charles. So that would have been in May of 2023. So the coronation of King Charles, we were allowed to put Romeo, for royal obviously, in our call signs. So that was the last time we spoke, and yeah, I was pretty much using the same equipment. Now I've got a lot of old radios, and that I use on 10 meters. Well, most of them are broken at the moment, but I'm quite surprised that I was using this radio back then, and we had this conversation. But there you go, that's the story. Yeah, I've never been to Portugal. My daughter's just come back from there though, but she was down in the south. She was between Lisbon and the Algarve. Her and her partner had a camper van for a few days, about 5 days. They were down at a festival down that way, and then they got themselves into a hotel for the second half of their holiday. As I say, I've never actually been to Portugal myself. Now, I've been to many countries around the world, but you know, sometimes I think that, you know, we look at these close countries and we forget they're there because they are so close. So that's my excuse for not visiting your beautiful country, and which is a shame, because I'm a very keen port drinker. And I did ask my daughter when she came back, did you bring me any port? And she said, no. Why? I said, well, because, you know, that's the drink of Portugal, like sherry is the drink of Spain. But she looked at me quite blank. I think my daughter's just not that cultured. Anyway, Martin, back to you. CT1 IQI M0 JCF.
Yeah, wonderful copy here, Mark. And well, the good news in all of this is that you still have the opportunity to make good and make a visit to Portugal, and also do a bit of sightseeing and getting to know the country. We have quite a few British friends actually that have a second home here in the area, and that we have regular contact with. And what they normally do, they take the ferry to northern Spain, and then well, have a car, or you can rent a car and then do the rest through Spain by car, which is also free. You don't have to pay the motorway in Spain, whereas if you would go through France, that gets quite expensive. The combination of fuel plus the toll you have to pay there. Anyway, so who knows, it will be on your agenda someday. Huh? Anyway, nice to hear that your family there enjoyed their camper moves here in the south. Actually, we had some friends, some family actually of my wife, two youngsters also in a camper van, but they own it. And they also spend a day with us here on our premises. And it's real fun if you have such a camper home to go about. And there is some beautiful areas of the west coast, the southwest coast of Portugal, with lots of bays and these enormous waves coming from the Atlantic. It's really very beautiful countryside, and also people that like surfing and that sort of sport also have a great time there, Mark. Right, well, getting back to our hobby, I mentioned already the G2 Apache Labs, and the antenna is a 10-element long periodic, which I was also using then when we had the contact around the time of the coronation of King Charles there, Mark. That's a while ago, so well, anyway, nice that we meet again. So, sounds good, your IC-7300, no problem whatsoever. Right, well, thank you. There were more people calling, I think you mentioned, so I'll let you go then. Thanks again, and I hope next time will be a bit sooner than a couple of years. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox for final, CT1 IQI.
Yeah, CT1 IQI M0 JCF with that final. An absolute pleasure, Martin, and thanks for this second contact. I'm glad that you contacted me. You know, it's always fun, sporadic E. You just never know really what's going to come out of the bag. You can map it, and you can find online maps of where the E clouds may well be, and you know, eventually you get an idea that, you know, where to expect contacts from. Of course, I think it's fair to say that it doesn't matter where the sporadic E clouds are, you always speak to Italians. I think that's a given. But you know, generally, if they're coming from Italy, south of France, northern Spain, Portugal, you know, you can pretty much guarantee that the clusters are gonna come in from those directions. Luckily, I just have a vertical antenna, so I don't have to look for people. But I keep saying I'm going to build 10 meter band Moxon to go on the rotator where my 2 meter band antenna used to be, but I'm just so lazy, Martin, so lazy. But you know, the rotator's there, it's there to be used. A simple Moxon two element beam shouldn't be too difficult. I should really get my finger out and give myself a bit more scope. Anyway, yeah, you're going to do what you need to do. I'll make a few more calls and then I'll probably close down for the rest of the afternoon. So 73, take care, and I look forward to working you again. And you never know, I may do the camper van trip myself through the tunnel, round France, through Spain, into your beautiful country, and at least I can tick that box then and be a happy person. All the best, bye bye for now. CT1 IQ IM0JCF 73.
Yeah, wonderful. Do make the trip. I'm sure you will immensely enjoy it, and then you can actually also visit the area near Porto in the north of Portugal, where all these beautiful port wines come from, and be a bit sort of educated on all the work that goes into that. It's really interesting, and also the area, the whole Douro River there is a very pretty countryside, and also quite amazing to see how with all these terraces where the vineyards are, all that is done. So plenty of things you could do and enjoy here, Mark. Take care, and until next time, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox XMR 0 CT1IQI off and clear. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye-bye, old friend. Take care. Good luck. QRZ, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Okay, nothing is heard. CQ, CQ10, 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 CQ on 10.
Hotel Florida 6 Papa Hotel.
Charlie Foxtrot, Delta Lima number 6, United Echo Foxtrot.
Delta Lima station, please can you stand by? I've got Hotel Foxtrot 6 Papa Hotel. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm just 20 kilometres southeast from the City of London. So I'll give you a report on the next over, and I'll give you some technical details as well. Hotel Foxtrot 6 Papa Hotel. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Hotel Fox 6 Papa Hotel. Hello Mark, my name is Przemek. Papa Romeo Zulu Echo Mike Echo Kilo. My QTH West Poland, 100-kilometer border of Germany. You report Mark 595957 5957 signal up and down. Propagation today is no good. Okay, back to you.
Yeah, no problem, Predmek. I have you in the logbook 5 and 7, 5 and 8, 5 and 7, 5 and 8. Very loud audio today, and thank you for contacting me. Well, today I'm using an IC-7300 by ICOM. I'm using a 5/8 wave vertical antenna, and just the power from the radio. So about 100 watts, maybe 110, even 120 watts. But it wouldn't make any difference between the two. So we say 100 watts. And that's the story, old friend. Back to you, HF6, PH, M0, JCF.
Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Hotel Fox 6 Papa Hotel. Okay, my condition today is antenna Ampro Mobile 10 meters monoband. Modification for me, my balcon 10 meters off the ground, my power now 100 whiskey, my transceiver ICOM 7300. Back to you, Mark.
Yeah, no problem. We've got you very loud in the logbook today. Well, it looks like I think you said you was using an Ampro antenna, monoband Ampro antennas. You know, I've heard good stories about those antennas, and I keep saying that maybe I should buy one for 40 meters or 80 meters to try it on the vehicle. But I just haven't got round to it yet. But it's certainly working very, very well. Your 100 watts is using that antenna very, very well. I'm using a 5/8 wave antenna on the back of my house, quite high up. And, you know, we got a similar signal. So, yeah, that mobile antenna is working very well. And you've got a good choice of radio. Back to you.
Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, Hotel Fox 6, Papa Hotel. That's right, Mark. Is antenna Ampro 10 meters, 11 meters, 15 meters, 17 meters, 20 meters, very, very good. 14, 18 meters, no good, no good. Small antenna vertical, yes? Okay, Mark. Please, one question. Your antenna.
Yeah, my antenna, 5/8 wave vertical. It's made by High Gain. It was a CB antenna for 11 meters, but I made it shorter for 10 meters. But it's the High Gain Venom, Victor Echo November Oscar Mike. It's the High Gain Venom CB antenna. Just a silver rod, just an aluminium rod. Back to you.
Okay, QSL, CB antenna, okay, right, okay, Mark, very good, very job, very good. Okay, Mark, condition today is my city in 20 temperature, 20 grade, little sunshine, no rain, no wind. Back to you.
Okay, absolutely fantastic. Well, we've had several weeks now, Presmek, where the temperature was always over 30 degrees, 32, 33 degrees. The last few days it's been in the 20s. Today, about 25 degrees Celsius. We had broken clouds, some blue sky, some sunshine. It's a nice warm day out there, but not as hot as it has been. It rained last night and we expect more rain today or tomorrow. So that's the story. Back to you.
QSL, good water. Okay, Mark, your signal now 5-7, your signal up and down, maybe propagation is no good. Okay, thank you for short QSO, Mark, 73, many days today, 10 meters of good for you, for family, 73, ciao, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic to meet you for the first time and on 10 meters. Take care, good luck, best 73 to all of your family, and please say hello again if you hear me with my signal over there in Poland. And yeah, that mobile antenna, that Ampro, very impressive. I'm pleased to hear you using it, and I may purchase one just to experiment with. Good luck, bye-bye for now. QRZ, a possible Delta Lima station. Are you still on frequency? This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Mike 0, Foxtrot. This is Delta Lima number 6, United Echo Foxtrot. Delta Lima 6, Uniform Echo Florida. Over.
Yeah, Delta Lima 6, Uniform Echo Florida. Very good afternoon to you, old man. My name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London. I wasn't looking at the meter that time, but you're definitely Radio 5. I will give you a signal report on the next over. Delta Lima 6, United Echo Foxtrot, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Okay, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Delta Lima 6, United Echo Foxtrot. Okay, Mark in the near of London, 20 kilometers southeast from London. Okay, 5 and 9 here, very strong signal, 5 and 9. My antenna is dipole for 10 meters, dipole for 10 meters. meters over the ground here. The W actually is raining and temperature was 23 degrees centigrade here. And my transceiver is icon 7300, 100 watt output. Mark, all the best to you to London, in the near from London, and my QSL card is okay. 73, good luck and have a very good day. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Delta Lima 6, United Echo Foxtrot, over.
Wunderbar, Paul, wunderbar. Your signal, peaking 5 and 5, thank you for the 5-9. Peaking 5 and 5, dropping to 4 and 1 on the QSB. I also using an IC-7300. I'm using a 100 watts like you, and my antenna is vertical antenna, 5/8 wave. But great to get you in the logbook today. I won't hold it, we'll move on just to see if someone else comes in. But I say alles gut, mein Freund, and auf Wiedersehen. 73, good luck.
Good luck, Mark, and I hope to meet you again. And 73, and all the best for you and family. Very good signal from London. Alles Gute, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye, alles gut. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. Okay, nothing is heard. CQ10, 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, CQ10, CQ10. Okay, Florida 4 first, please. 2 stations called. Could I have the Florida 4 first, please?
Florida 4, Lima, Victoria, Sierra.
Okay, Echo Alpha, stand by, and I think Delta Lima, please stand by. Florida 4, Lima, Victor, Sierra. Florida 4, Lima, Victor, Sierra. Hello, friend, and thank you for contacting me. Je m'appelle Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. J'habite à Sidcup dans le Kent, 20 km sud de Londres. Apologies for my poor French. I'll give you a report on the next over. Foxtrot 4, Lima, Victor, Sierra. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox.
Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox, Fox 4, Lima, Victor, Sierra. Roger, my friends. Nice to meet you, Mark. My name is Michael. Mike India, Charlie, Kilo, Alpha, Echo, Lima. You are 5-9 in France, at 10 kilometers Deutschland. QTH, Kosheren, Charlie, Oscar, Charlie. Hotel Echo Romeo Echo November, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, Mikkel, and thank you for this contact today. Your signal, just 5 and 5. I seem to transmit very much better than I receive. I don't know why, but I always seem to be a few dB down on the receive, but no problem on this sporadic e-contact. That's the way that it's working today. Yeah, I'm using an IC-7300. I'm using 100 watts, and my antenna 5/8 wave of vertical, so just a simple vertical antenna. Mikkel, back to you.
Roger, my friend. My antenna is Mike Lima 1-4, and my transceiver is President McKinley 2 with 20 watt, in 20 watt actually, and I use microphone original, electret microphone, QSL.
Très bon, President, I think you said President McKinley at 20 watts. Well, that might explain why you are only 5 and 5 to me. Well, it's working very well, and the audio is surprisingly good, Mikkel. So I'm pleased to make this contact with you. Whiskey X-ray today, if you're interested, in the southeast of England today, about 25 degrees Celsius. We have broken clouds today, so just a small amount of cloud, lots of blue sky, lots of sunshine, but we had rain last night for the first time in a very long time, and we expect more rain tonight, maybe tomorrow. So that's the story, Mikhail. Foxtrot 4, Lima Victor Sierra, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox, Fox 4, Lima Victor Sierra. Okay, my friends. Here in France, raining. It's raining today. It's raining. The temperature is 10 degrees. Thank you for the QSO, my friends. 73, good day.
Merci beaucoup pour le QSO, Michael. And I say au revoir, mon ami. Très bon, 73. Good luck.
73, good luck.
QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Echo Alpha number 3, Kilo Tango.
Yeah, Echo Alpha 3, Kilo Tango. Very good afternoon to you, sir. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm 20 kilometres south of the city of London. So over to you. Let's find out who you are. Then I will give you a report. Echo Alpha 3, Kilo Tango. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Mark near London. Echo Alpha number 3, Kilo Tango returning. Good afternoon, Mark. Good afternoon. You are 5-8 in Barcelona. 5-8 in Barcelona with Key West B Baltimore. My name is Fer, Fox Echo, short of Ferdinand, and my location is in Barcelona. Mike 0, Japan, Mark, please go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Fern, and thanks again for this contact. You know, this is contact number 4 on 10 meters, and every time we've used a different radio to speak to you. I see that I worked you in the year 2023 with my special call sign, Mike Romeo 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, for the coronation of King Charles III. And the radio that I was using then was the IC-7300. We worked again in 2025 back in May with a Tango Sierra 830, and the last time, which was just at the beginning of this month, where I was using my Fox Tango 817 with a homebrew linear amplifier. Well, today we're back to the IC-7300. We're using 100 watts from the radio. The antenna is always the same, the 5/8 wave vertical, and you're 5 and 4 to me today. 5 and 4 with QS Baker. Back to you, sir.
Mark near London. Echo Alpha 3 Kilo Tango Barcelona. Okay, many thanks for the information. You have ruled all in order. Many thanks. I'm running with the same equipment, Icon 7200, Icon 7200 and a rotary rifle. Mark, many thanks for the new contact. My best 73s, my best wishes for you, for the family, and all the Bye-bye. Many thanks, Mark.
You're very welcome, Fern, and always contact me. If you hear me calling, you make sure that you come and say hello. I say, gracias, mi amigo, and hasta la vista, 73. Adios, muchas gracias. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, QRZ. Okay, there were 3 stations calling. I'll be very quick for these, please. The station ending Yankee. The station ending Yankee. Please go ahead with your call.
Tango 9, Echo, Charlie Yankee, Sicily Island.
Yeah, no problem. Italy Tango 9, Echo Charlie Yankee. Thank you for this contact. Grazie mille for this contact. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. I'll give you your report on the next over. Your signal wasn't very strong. You are radio 5, but your signal was not very strong about Santiago 2, but I'll confirm that on the next over. Italy Tango 9, Echo Charlie Yankee in Sardinia. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, sorry. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie.
Sorry, was that Italy Tango 9, Echo Charlie Yankee? Was that Sicily? I think maybe Sicily, not Sardinia. Apologies for that. Yeah, your signal just 5 and 2, 5 and 3, sir. Back to you.
Roger, Roger, my friend. Repeat again your call, please. Your call, Mike 0.
Yeah, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Lino.
Roger, 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 my friend Mark. Roger, 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 my friend Mike. 5 and 9, your signal for me. Each much contact 70.
Grazie mille, Lino, and thank you for this contact. Thank you for the 5 and 9. Yes, you are 5 and 3. I wish you very good luck. I say grazie and addio amico mio. 73. Good luck. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. QRZ Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox.
Italy, Kilo 1, Yankee, Foxtrot, Italy.
Okay, Italy Kilo 1, please stand by. The Hotel Bravo 3. Hotel Bravo 3, please.
Hotel Bravo 3, Yankee, India 2.
Romeo. Hotel Bravo 3, Yankee, Oscar, radio. Good afternoon, Mark.
Okay, I've got 2 Hotel Bravo 3s. Amazing. But today we'll take Hotel Bravo 3 Yankee Alpha Romeo to start with, please. The other Hotel Bravo 3 and the Italy Kilo 1, please stand by. Please stand by. Apologies, I can only take one at a time. Hotel Bravo 3 Yankee Alpha Romeo. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. The name is Mark. I'm about 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London. I'll give you a report on the next over, and I'll give you some technical details as well if you should like that. Hotel Bravo 3 Yankee Alpha Romeo. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox.
Thank you very much, Mark. It is actually Hotel Bravo 3 Oscar Romeo. QSL?
Yankee Oscar Romeo. That's no problem, old man. I was just messing around with my handwriting, trying to write down everybody's call signs in order, and it became a bit of a mess in my logbook. So it was my handwriting. But Hotel Bravo 3 Yankee Oscar Radio, we've got you now. And as I say, I was listening to you. I wasn't looking at the meter that time. But the conditions here. We've got a IC-7300, we've got a 5/8 wave vertical antenna, and the power output from the radio is standard, about 100, maybe just a bit more than 100 watts. But back to you, and I will give you a report this next time. Your signal isn't very strong, but definitely radio 5, and was a lot louder than the other stations calling in. QSL?
Installation as you do, IC-7300 5/8 wave gain master wire antenna on an 18-meter spider beam, and studio mic with audio chain, a mixer, and that's probably why the audio is a little bit stronger, so appreciate that. And you said you want to make it quick because you have a lot of things to pile up, so I don't want to hold you too much, but I thank you very much for the content. Appreciate it, and wish you 73 good DX. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot HP3YR.
Yeah, HB3 YOR, Peter. Very nice for you to call in, and you're quite right. Generally, I just ragged you. But when I've noticed maybe 3, maybe even 4 stations trying to call me at once, sometimes, you know, with sporadic E, it can be so quick we can lose people. You're 54. You're just peaking 54 to me today, Peter. But if you could just give me a report, then I'll move on. But I do thank you for this contact, but if I could just have a report, sir. Back to you.
Yeah, my apologies for that, Mark. You're 5 and 5 here in Switzerland. See yourself.
Yeah, 5 and 5 is absolutely fine, Peter. I'm logging you in QRZ as we speak, and it's always great to talk to people in Switzerland on a short skip. Switzerland is a lot shorter skip than some of the contacts I've had today, and that always interests me with sporadic E. Okay there, take care, good luck, and hopefully we'll work again. And next time, Peter, we'll have a rag chew. We'll put the world right between us. It's always fun to try and do that because we'll never get it right, I'm sure. Okay, you take care and bye-bye. The Italy Kilo 1 station who called in, are you still there, sir?
Delta November 9, Charlie Yankee.
Okay, Italy Kilo 1 has gone. Delta November 9, Charlie Yankee. Very good afternoon to you, sir, and thank you for contacting me. My name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm 20 kilometres southeast from the City of London. I'll give you a report on the next over. Delta November 9, Charlie Yankee. I believe that is Nancy and Magdeburg. Please go ahead.
Yes, my friend. Hello.
Hello, Nancy. Well, your signal report 5-9. Your signal report peaking 5 and 9. You're very loud, very strong station. As I say, my name is Mark. I am near the City of London in the county of Kent. So just across the water and across Belgium and France from you. What is my report, young lady? Back to you.
Your report is 5 by 9. Very good signal here.
Absolutely fantastic. Wunderbar. Wunderbar, Nancy. And tell me, Nancy, how long have you had your license? Back to you.
2 months, my friend, at my license.
Alles good. And okay, mein friend, that's very nice. And are you enjoying your amateur radio? Back to you.
I have a ICOM 7300 and deeper under the roof.
Fantastic. I'm also using an IC-7300 with 100 watts, but my antenna is on the roof, but it is vertical, not a dipole. It's just a monopole. It's just a a vertical antenna. Nancy, an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance for the first time today. I'm very pleased that you have your call sign. I'm pleased that you're enjoying your amateur radio. And Nancy, please, if you hear me again, please come and say hello. And vielen Dank für das QSO. Ich hoffe, Sie bald zu treffen. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Alles gut, 73.
Thank you for your good German. I wish you a very best and a nice evening.
Ah, wunderbar. Take care, good luck, and thank you again. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot.
Delta Oscar 5 X-ray Alpha.
Yeah, Delta Oscar 5 X-Ray Alpha. A very good afternoon to you, sir. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London, and I'll give you your report when I look at the meter on the next over. So over to you, sir. Delta Oscar 5 X-Ray Alpha. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Hello, your signal is this moment 5, 4 and 5 this moment. I'm a beginner, I work with a little equipment and my antenna is on the roof from my house. I see your very good equipment in the QZ.com. Mike, back to you.
Yeah, Delta Oscar 5 X-Ray Alpha, very good afternoon, and thank you for the compliments on the equipment on my QRZ page. Yeah, you can see that I like lots and lots of old equipment, Roland. But today my equipment is very new, very modern, not just new but modern. I'm using ICOM IC-7300. I'm using just 100 watts from the back of the radio, and my antenna, very simple, 5/8 wave of vertical. But yeah, your signal peaking 5 and 3 with QSB. You're dropping down to 5 and 1, but perfectly readable, Roland. And congratulations on being a new ham. You know, Roland, I've been interested in amateur radio since the year 1974, but I only got my license in the year 2017. So I have a newer license, maybe a little bit older than yours, but I have been interested in the hobby for many years, many decades in fact. So that's the story, Roland. Delta Oscar 5 X-Ray Alpha Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Yes, thank you very much for the mic. I'm a beginner. I work with the CRT equipment on the QSZ.com. I'm 2 years on the meter band, and they are going to the license, and I can this hobby going again. Maybe I work with this equipment you see on my QSZ.com. My back to you.
Yeah, no problem, Roland. I will look at your QRZ page later. There are people calling me, so I don't have the time right at this moment, but I do like to look at people's QRZ pages to see what equipment they're using and what antennas, etc. And sometimes there are other hobbies. Well, okay there, sir. I'll wish you very best 73 to you and your family. Danke schön for this QSO. And vielen Danke für das QSO. Ich hoffe, Sie bald zu treffen. Und auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Alles gut und wunderbar.
Thank you very much. Delta Oscar 5X Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot 73 QRT. So bye.
Now you are welcome, and thank you again. It's all my pleasure to speak to you. QRZ Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Yeah, Lima Yankee 2 Quebec Whiskey. Very quiet to me, but thank you for contacting me. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. Your signal just 5 and 1. Your signal just 5 and 1. And I'll give you my technical details on the next over. Back to you. Yankee Lima 2 Quebec Whiskey. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Returning. Mark, good afternoon. You are 5 by 5. 5. You are 5 and 5. Her name is Indolis. I spelled India. David, uniform, London, Italy, Sierra, Indolis. and UTH is near Riga. Radio Italy, Golf Alpha, near Riga, Latvia. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox, Yankee Lima 2, Quebec Whiskey.
Yeah, Yankee Lima 2, Quebec Whiskey, Indulis, near Riga in Latvia. Well, very nice to meet you for the first time, sir. And thank you. Even with 5 and 1, you are still perfectly readable. Today, Indulis, I'm using a 5/8 wave of vertical antenna. I'm using an IC-7300 radio by ICOM, and the power 100 watts from the back of the radio, sir. Back to you. Yes, my name is Mark. My name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. And as I say, I'm 17 kilometres, sorry, I'm 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. Back to you.
Roger. I made your name. At first I arrived on this, all the paper and also on my paper. I got your name at the first time, but yeah, sorry.
Okay, Indulus, I'm losing you now. Your readability dropping very low. Readability 3 with a signal strength of 1. Can I say thank you again for this contact before I lose you? And I wish you and your family very best 73 and good luck. Take care and enjoy your hobby. Have a great week. Bye bye for now, old friend.
Thank you, Mark.
73, good luck, take care. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England calling. Okay, nothing is heard at this time. CQ10s.
Charlie, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, Delta Oscar 9 Romeo Mike.
Okay, Delta Oscar, start again, apologies. Delta Oscar 9 Romeo. I didn't complete your call, you were very quick. But this is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. My name is Mark, that's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast of the city of London. I'll give you a report on the next over, and if I could have your complete call sign, please, and apologies for missing it. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Delta Oscar 9 Romeo Mike, DO9RM, returning. Nice to meet you, Mark, and thank you for your answer. Your report here in the western part of Germany is 5-5, very clear, very loud. My QTH is in Sprockhövel, the next big city is Düsseldorf. My name is Ralph, Romeo Alpha Lima Foxtrot. Back to you, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, Delta Oscar 9 Romeo Mike.
Yeah, Delta Oscar 9, Romeo Mike, Ralph, very nice to meet you today, and danke schön for this QSO. Just looking at the meter, you're peaking 5 and 9, very strong audio also. It sounds like you have some processing on your microphone as well. The audio is very loud, very punchy is how I would explain it. Today, Ralph, I'm using an IC-7300 by ICOM. I'm using the SM20 microphone by ICOM, the desk microphone. I'm using a 100 watts, and the antenna is a 5/8 wave vertical antenna. 5/8 wave vertical. So that's the story, Ralph. Delta Oscar 9 Romeo Mike, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot.
Delta Oscar 9 Romeo Mike returning. Everything okay. Congratulations for your working condition and your last over. Your signal comes up and down to 5859. Very good. Yes, I'm tell you something about my working condition. My transceiver is an ICOM 7610. My microphone is a 600 ohm high microphone, and between the microphone and the transceiver is running an Echo Plus 8-band equalizer. My antenna is a 5.8 zero ground plane antenna at 268 meters above sea level. And I radio here in the middle of my forest. My output power is 100 whiskey. Back to you.
Very impressive, and that microphone has definitely got a distinctive sound, Ralph. Yeah, you sounds like you've got a very nice radio as well. I've never used the IC-7610, but it's the big brother, isn't it, of the IC-7300 that I'm using. I understand the filtering, etc., is quite superb on that radio. I've seen them, never used one. Well, Ralph, I'll give you some Whiskey X-Ray today if you'd like. The Whiskey X-Ray here is 25 degrees, maybe 26 degrees now. My shack, it's 30 degrees. But we've got broken clouds today. We were expecting rain later. We had rain overnight, but we haven't had proper rain now for many, many weeks. So we're looking forward to the garden and the plants, the trees getting some water. But otherwise, yeah, it's just been dry, dry, dry. So that's the story with the Whiskey X-Ray today, Ralph. Back to you.
Yes, thank you very much for the information. Delta Oscar 9 Romeo Mike returning. Yeah, I'm a gardener, so it is here raining. It is cloudy, and we have 17 degrees. For me, is everything okay? So thank you very much for the QSO, for the nice QSO. I hope you understand, because I still teach English. I hope it works. Thanks for the nice QSO. Take care. Maybe we will meet us again on the frequencies. And can you confirm the QSO on QS.com?
Yeah, already done that. I was, as you were speaking to me about your setup, Ralph, I decided to quickly put you in QRZ.com. So you are logged there. And of course, when you log it, it will be automatically confirmed. So absolutely no problem, sir. I say, vielen Dank für das QSO. Ich hoffe, Sie bald zu treffen. And auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Alles gut. And apologies for my poor German. Your English is superb, absolutely superb. Good luck, sir.
Ja, vielen Dank für das QSO. Alles Gute. Bye bye.
Ja, alles Gute. Bye bye. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England.
Delta Oscar 7, November Lima.
Okay, I've got Delta Oscar 7 and ending Lima. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha, Romeo Kilo, and I'm just 20 kilometres southeast of the City of London. I'll give you your report on the next over, and I will complete your call sign as well, please. Delta Oscar 7, ending Lima. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot.
Yeah, thanks a lot. The very good afternoon here from Berlin. This is Delta Oscar November Lima, returning here, and your signal is 55. It's a stable signal, but QSB is on occasion very quick. And my question is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox. This is Delta Oscar 7, November Lima.
Yeah, Delta Foxtrot 7. Is that Delta Foxtrot 7 November Lima, or is that Delta Oscar 7 November Lima? No problem, we can work that out in a minute. Yeah, your signal just 5 and 1, but it's the QSB that loses me those letters. Absolutely no problem though. We will get you in the logbook today, and I do log on QRZ if you do. I'm using an IC-7300, 100 watts, maybe a bit more from the back of the radio. And the antenna is a 5/8 wave vertical. And I believe you said you were Berlin or near Berlin in the northeast of Germany. Back to you.
Yeah, that is QSL. That is QSL. The call sign is Delta Oscar 7 November Lima. I repeat, Delta Oscar 7 November Lima, and the signal is stable 55 here in Berlin. Yourself?
Yeah, absolutely no problem. Peaking 5 and 3 that time, and you know, sometimes it doesn't always work. You know, when sporadic E is up, it's sometimes so fast and the signal can fluctuate so much, sometimes in the wrong direction, and my ears don't work as well as they used to. So tell me your name, sir. I missed your name because I can't find you on QRZ. I don't believe that you use QRZ. So no problem, but if I could have your name. Back to you.
Yeah, that is correct. Oscar 7 November Lima returning here from Berlin. So sorry about that. The name here on this side is Chris. Charlie Hotel Romeo India Sierra, the shortcut. And sorry, I do not have an account on QRZ.com. QRZ, please. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Fox, Oscar 7 November Lima.
That's absolutely no problems, Chris. I keep a paper logbook, and I can log you in QRZ. It's just that it would be incomplete. So I've got no problems. I can work out I've got your call sign. I know you're Berlin, and I know your name is Chris. And we can put in the signal strength on my side. Now you won't see it, but it will log in QRZ. Just that basic information. That's all I needed to know. Chris, it's a great pleasure speaking to you today. I don't often speak to people from the capital city, Berlin. It's very unusual. I'm sure you speak to many people from London, but for some reason Berlin just eludes me. It's quite an enigma, as we say in England. Chris, can I say vielen Dank für das QSO and auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Alles Gute, 73.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the small chat here on the 10-meter band. Well, indeed it is very rare to hear some stations here from Berlin to the world or to Europe. But never mind, we can keep the contact as long as possible. Because we have thunderstorms here in the development, and so that's a bit tricky, and the QSB is the same problem. Thanks a lot. Many greetings here from Berlin to you. Mike 0, Charlie Juliet Fox Mark, and this is Delta Oscar 7 November Lima. Yourself back for the final.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, Chris. It was great speaking to you. As I say, your signal is going from 5 and 3, 5 and 4, and then drops right to the floor. There's somebody nearby tuning as well, which is sometimes interferes when your signal goes low. Not a problem. We can live with that. That's the nature of sporadic E. Nobody knows where we are until we speak to them. Take care, good luck, and bye-bye. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England.
Delta Lima 1, kilowatt radio whiskey.
Okay, Delta Lima 1, kilowatt radio whiskey. Very good afternoon to you, sir. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm in the southeast of England, about 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London. I'll give you your report on the next over. I believe another German station was also calling in. If you'd like to stand by, sir, I will bring you in afterwards and give you a report. So Delta Lima 1, or Kilo Romeo Whiskey. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Delta Lima 1 kilowatt radio whiskey returning. Okay, thank you very much, Mark, for coming back to my call. Name on this side is Wally, Whiskey Oscar Lima Echo. The QDH is nearby the city of Bonn, about 15 kilometers east of Bonn. Your signal in the last transmission was 59 plus 10, 59 plus 10, very nice, very solid signal. Back to you, Mark. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, DL1 KRW.
Yeah, DL1 KRW M0 JCF returning. Well, Wally, it's interesting that, I was 5 and 9 plus 10. You're about 5 and 7 to me. With QSB, sometimes slightly higher, sometimes slightly lower, but we'll say 5 and 7 today. You've got a very good audio, very nice to listen to, very clear. I'm using today an IC-7300 by ICOM. I'm using the Icon microphone, Sierra Mic 20, just a standard microphone. I'm using 100 watts from the radio, and the antenna is a 5/8 wave vertical, so a very simple antenna, and it seems to be a very good opening on Sporadic E 10 meters today. Lots and lots of contacts from Germany, contacts from everywhere around Germany, but mainly from Germany. So over to you, sir. DL1 KRWM0 JCF.
Okay, QSL Mark, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, DL1 KRW returning. Okay, thank you very much for the description of your situation there. I'm using a ASO Fox Tango 950. It's an older model, it's about 15 years old now. The antenna is just a wire antenna, about 6 meters over ground. And the output also 100 whiskey with the original ASO microphone. So these are the weather conditions here. The weather is, let me say, it's rainy, it's wet, but we expect the sunshine for the rest of the week, or especially during the weekend. Okay, Mark, I will let you go. There were some other stations, I believe, who wanted to talk to you, so my best 73. Thank you very much for this nice contact, and I hope to meet you again on the frequency, maybe on other frequencies or here again on 10 meter. It would be a pleasure for me. Okay, microphone back to you for the final. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot. This is Delta Lima 1 kilowatt radio whiskey listening.
Yeah, Wally, it was an absolute pleasure to speak to you today. Likewise with all your countrymen. It's always great with Sporadic E on 10 meters. You know, you can work so many European stations and closer. I can work Scotland and Northern Ireland, Scandinavia. It's always good fun. But of course, Sporadic E is just that. It's sporadic. Sometimes it's there, then bang, it's gone. So we always have to make these QSOs quite quick. And I do like a rag chew, but that will be for another day. And of course, 40 meters, absolutely no problem to work you in Germany on 40 meters one day. If you hear me CQing, please drop in and remind me that we worked on 10, and we'll do it all again. We'll put the world right. Great to hear you, and a great signal. Take care, and say vielen Dank für das QSO, Wally. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Alles gut und 73.
Okay, Mark. Thank you very much for the nice contact, best 73, and good chance for the X. DL1 KRW is now QRT. So bye-bye, Mark, and all the best. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, DL1 KRW, 73.
73, good luck, take care. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox. Okay, nothing is heard. CQ10, CQ. Yeah, Sierra Quebec 2, Oscar Kilo. Very good afternoon to you, sir, and thank you for contacting me today. My name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I am just 20 kilometres southeast from the City of London. I'll give you a report on the next over. So Sierra Quebec 2, Oscar Kilo, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. My name is Oscar, Sierra Quebec 2, Oscar Kilo. My QTH is Gdańsk, district of Sova. I'm sending 100 watts from you to ST 450D 450D. You 5x9, very strong signal here in Central Europe, Poland. Microphone to you.
Yeah, Oscar, Sierra Quebec 2, Oscar Kilo. And very nice to meet you today for the first time. Your Fox Tango 450D, a very popular radio in the United Kingdom, is working very well today. You're just 5 and 3 to me, 5 and 3, but the audio is very good. The signal doesn't matter, so long as I can hear your audio, that is what interests me. Today, Oscar, I'm using a IC-7300 by Icon. I'm also using 100 watts from the radio, and my antenna is very simple, a 5/8 wave vertical. So a simple vertical antenna. Oscar, back to you.
I'm using the high-wave antenna with 49.1 units. This week I am planning to also install the 8-meter, and finally I must do my grounding for my radio. I'm using my computer right now without the grounding, the real grounding. The rainbow for you is 5.5 now. Definitely, could you please again say me your call sign?
Yeah, no problem. Sierra Quebec 2, Oscar Kilo. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot. Oscar, back to you.
Roger, Mark. Now I have your call sign. I hear you very, very well. Strong signal, even if it's 5, not 9, but it's 5x5. I am quite shocked that I couldn't do so right now with Great Britain, with England, because it's unusual for me that 10 meters band can work under the day here in my QTH. Usually I'm operating in late evenings, but yes, I'm really shocked because my antenna is only 4 meters above the ground and it's working very well. Microphone, back to you.
Yeah, no problem, Oscar. Well, we are operating via the E layer, and I've just checked the maps, the prediction maps. There is a big sporadic E cloud over the North Sea and Denmark. There is also another one over the English Channel. There is also one over northern France. And then checking closer to you, we have one over central Germany, which is probably the E cloud that is giving us the 10 meters contact. But you know, the sporadic E is not there for very long. And what happens, it will move and then we will lose each other. So we'll keep this one short today, Oscar. You're working very well, your end-fed working well. You need to sort out your grounding, you said. Well, it seems to be working no problem whatsoever. So maybe sometimes you don't change anything if it's working. Don't be surprised, don't be shocked by sporadic E. It's always great fun. You never know who you're going to speak to and when you're going to speak to them, and then boom, they're gone. It's just disappeared. So can I wish you and your family very best 73. Take care, good luck, enjoy your hobby, enjoy your antenna construction, and enjoy your grounding as well. And I wish you good luck for the rest of 2025. And I hand over to you for a final, Oscar. Sierra Quebec 2, Oscar Kilo, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Sierra Quebec 2, Oscar Kilo, Mark. Thank you a lot for those lovely words. Once again, you are 5x5 and you think how good?
Yeah, take care, Oscar, and thanks for the 5 and 5. Yeah, you're sort of peaking 5 and 3, so absolutely no problem. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England.
Okay, Mark, so I'm 5x5. Thank you for those lovely words.
Stand by, Delta Charlie 5.
I have one question more. Do you do you send physical QSL cards or only mail?
Okay, generally only email, but if you email me, I can, with your address, I can put one in the post for you. I can QSL in the post, but I am very slow, so you have to be patient. I will put one in the post for you by request through the email. No problem. Oscar, I have a Delta Charlie 5 Germany waiting for me, so can I wish you 73? Email me and I'll respond. It's not a problem, sir. Take care, good luck. Delta Charlie 5 Bravo Kilo, I think it was. Please go ahead.
Quebec 2, Oscar Kilo. Okay, Mark, I will send you on email my post address, my address, because I don't want to give it up public on QRZ. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's no problem. You'll find my email, QRZ. Just email me. You will be able to find my email address on QRZ. Email me your address. No problem, sir. Take care.
Thank you a lot again, and I'm waiting for a physical QSL card, and I will, of course, send it back to you.
Yeah, good luck, sir. Take care. Bye-bye for now. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. Okay, nothing is heard, and nothing is heard from Delta Charlie 5, Bravo Kilo. Apologies for that. Oscar needed some additional information. No problem. The CQ10, 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 CQ10. CQ10, 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 CQ10. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Calling 10. Delta Ocean 5, a Lima uniform, I think that was. Thanks for coming back to me today. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I am just 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London. But Delta Oscar 5 Lima uniform, there is another station just beside you. I think he's also calling me, so if I could please give him a message. The station calling, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. You were off frequency to me. You were off frequency, and I am on 28.405. I am now in QSO with Delta Oscar 5 Lima uniform. DO5LU, please go ahead, sir.
Yes, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot. Here's Delta Ocean 5 Lima uniform. Yeah, thank you very much, Mark, for the information. By the way, your operation name is on the side is Andre, Alpha November, Delta Romeo Echo, and I am located here in the northwest Germany, near the border to the Netherlands. Yes, you have a very good signal here. You're 5 and 9, 59 with me, and you have a solid signal here in northwest Germany. Okay, Mark, back to you.
Yeah, DO5LU M0JCF. Andre, very nice to meet you today. And yeah, you're a very good signal to me. I'd say you were peaking about 5 and 8. You're not quite hitting 5 and 9, but you know, sometimes the meters on these radios are not that responsive, or they're not that accurate, or my eyes. I think mainly my eyes are not that accurate, but I am using the IC-7300 by ICOM, and I've got the power meter, and the signal meter is quite small today. I'm using 100 watts, maybe 110, 115 watts, somewhere around there at 100% on the radio. And the antenna is very simple, Andre. It's a 5/8 wave vertical. So 5 and 8 is what I'm going to log you today. unless something changes and you either blow out my windows or you drop to the floor. Either way, but we'll call it 5 and 8. Hi. DO5 LU M0 JCF.
Yes, Mark, very good. You're doing a good job with your 100 whiskies, with your ICOM rig. Here on my side, it's the same condition. I'm using also 100 watts. I'm limited to 100 watts because of my radio license. I have the E license here in Germany, and the maximum is only 100 watts I can work with. But if the propagation is good enough, then it's no problem to work Europe and also statesides. By the way, the rig here is ISO FT450, and the antenna is high-end fed antenna. I've also a vertical one, but right now it's not possible to build it up. It's because it's raining here at the moment, and so it's not possible. So I'm working with the high-end fed. But very good. The signals between 5 and 7, 5 and 8, 5 and 9 with you. A little Curious Baker at the moment, but you're doing a good job. Okay, Mark, back to you. Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, DO5, LU.
Yeah, DO5 LU M0 JCF. Well, I'm very impressed with your high-end fed, Andre. I also have a long wire antenna, a random long wire antenna with a 9-to-1 unun at the feed point, and I try to use it on 10 meters, 12 meters, and it just does not perform at all. It's fantastic on the lower bands, especially 40, 60, 80, and even top band. It works very well down there. But on the higher bands, I don't have much success. Sometimes I've used it, and I do notice that the noise, my local QR Mexico, when it comes on, it doesn't have the local QR Mexico, whereas the vertical does. I think one of my neighbours has something that switches on automatically at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, our time, UK time. And it switches on, and it gives me a Santiago 1, maybe Santiago 2 noise floor. In the winter, slightly worse. He keeps tropical fish and he keeps koi carp, and I believe that one of his buildings in his back garden probably has a lighting system that comes on, and that just gives me a little bit of QR Mexico. But you know, it's not enough for me to worry about, only if the signals were very, very weak. But that aside, I'll give you Whiskey X-Ray today. I'm hearing various stations in France and Germany telling me that it's raining today. We need the rain. We need lots of rain in the southeast of England. We're about 25 degrees today. The sky is broken cloud, lots of blue, lots of big fluffy clouds. They did say that it would rain later today, maybe overnight and tomorrow. We do need the rain. We've had a few weeks now of it being mainly over 30 degrees Celsius, and absolutely no rain in the ground. The ground, the dirt is very, very solid, almost like concrete. And but the plants and the trees and the fruit, our fruit trees definitely need it. We're now losing our hazelnuts, and our pears and our apples are starting to fall from the tree due to lack of water. Of course, I could water the trees, but I'm very lazy as well, Andre. That's the story. DO5 LU M0 JCF.
Yes, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Fox, Delta Ocean 5, Lima Uniform. Yes, you're quite right. It's very dry here in Germany also. The past 2 weeks, especially 2 weeks ago, it was here in Germany also very warm, very hot. About, I think, 37, 38 degrees, nearly 40 degrees Celsius, and it was really hot. It was, the house was very hot. You couldn't sleep well, and also, as you already the plants, they're very, it's not good for them with lack of water. And yeah, it's also raining here the whole day. Yeah, at the moment it is not raining, but yeah, it's very wet, and the temperatures are coming down a little bit. About here also 24, 23 degrees Celsius, and I think tomorrow it's also rainy, and next week maybe the temperatures are going up again. I saw on the weather forecast, and I hope it doesn't become too hot. That's not very good, but it's very nice. The propagation here is very good at the moment. Many stations from the UK. I've worked with another station also in the near of London, and also Italy, Spain a little bit, but UK is very strong at the moment. Yeah, the 10-meter band is it's very full with stations. It's beautiful to work here on 10 meter with this propagation. Yes, okay. Mark, thank you very much for the QSO. I think there are other stations calling you, and I wish you a very nice afternoon. Have a good PX here, and hope to catch you soon again. Mark, Mike 0, Charlie, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, Delta Ocean 5, Lima Uniform. Back to you.
Yeah, Andre, no problem whatsoever. It was an absolute pleasure to speak to you today. Just as a passing comment before I move on, I've just checked dxmaps.com, and I'm seeing the sporadic E-cloud. There is a huge cloud extending from southern Norway into northern Germany and the Netherlands. There are smaller clouds around central Germany and Belgium, the north of France. There is a huge cloud over Scotland. Those clouds may well get you many contacts from the southeast of England up to Scotland. The one especially over over Denmark and the Baltic Sea should get you lots of contacts into Norway, the north of England and Scotland, and likewise the one that's over northern France and the English Channel, that should give you contacts into the south west of England and Wales, if the people are there calling, obviously. But who knows? That's the luck of the draw when it comes to sporadic E. Always great fun and always a challenge. But it's very, very busy out there. You take care, good luck, and vielen Dank für das QSO. Und ich hoffe, es bald zu treffen. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Alles gut und wunderbar.
Yes, thank you very much for this nice QSO, and it was a nice conversation here on this frequency. Thank you very much, and to meet you again here or another then. 73, bye-bye.
73, good luck, take care, auf Wiedersehen. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England.
Just a quick one, Mark.
Who's the just a quick one, Mark? Go ahead.
G4UNG, John. Hello, mate, just a quick one. You said to wideband this particular radio, it was a diode, I believe, on the top part of the board. Is that correct?
Right, is that John who bought the 940S?
Roger.
Yeah, I think it's a diode change. You know what? You asked me that quite some time ago, and I've been asleep since then, and I've eaten and I've walked the dog. I'd have to look it up again. If you send me a message, mate, and I can let you know, but I believe it's a diode, not so much, clipping out a diode or whatever. There might be a diode swap, there'll be a matrix. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it might be, if you hold fast on doing any mods. I've got a TS940S that's broken at the moment. I'm trying to repair it, but it's one of those ones, every time I repair something, something else goes wrong. Now, I believe it was widebanded before I bought it. I bought it broken, and it may well now become a parts machine. If that's the case, let me look into it. It may well be that the part you need will be a swap with the part that you've got. So let me double check on that one, and we'll go from there. John, back to you.
Okay, Mark, I'll let you keep working some of them stations out there. I can hear about half of what you're working. I've been listening for a while because I've got a one does all antenna, as you know, like NFED. So I'm obviously struggle a little bit up here. But anyway, I'm on it now, actually, funny enough. Yeah, I'll be very happy with it, mate. It's just obviously to get that done would just be a little bit of the icing on the cake, really. I'll leave it with you then, mate, and at some stage, I'm in no rush whatsoever, so it'll be all in good time. It's not a problem, mate, over.
Yeah, no problem. As I say, I've had another one come my way, and it's turned out to be a bit of a poison chalice. It was sold to me. I knew it was broken. I bought it broken. I bought it cheap, and then the original seller said if I get it fixed, would I sell it back to him? And I thought, well, that's a no-brainer. But you know, it's just one of those things. It's just every time I fix something, something else is showing its ugly head. So we'll just see how that one goes, and I'll let you know in due course, mate. It's not a problem. You're 5 and 9, by the way, which is no great surprise. And yeah, as I was just telling Andre in Germany, there's a big sporadic E-cloud extending from northern Germany and the Netherlands right across the sea to the left of Denmark, right into southern Norway. And there's another big cloud over northern France now. There's also a fair sized cloud over Scotland. So, you know, a sporadic E, if you consider where you live, you want the E cloud that is 250 miles away. I think you're a G4. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but you know, anything that's any E cloud that's about 250 miles is where you're going to sort of refract off of. And so I would imagine that from where we are, you know, the one over France is a possibility because it does extend quite the way from northern France into central France. As I say, the one over the Baltic Sea, or the entrance to the Baltic Sea, might be good to get you contacts out of Sweden, Norway, that sort of area, and Germany, northern Germany. So just, you know, keep with it, mate, and I'm sure you'll fill up that logbook. A G4 UNGM0JCF.
Cheers, Mark. Thanks for that, mate. No worries. To be fair, I don't really go chasing anymore, mate. I do like to listen a lot of the time, believe it or not. I mean, most of the time, really. Right, mate, I'll let you carry on. I'm listening to you, mate, while I'm doing things in the background. So you carry on working them stations, and you're doing it all for me, over.
Yeah, I know, it works like that. I was just telling my wife this morning I'm getting a little bit bored with it. He says, and then he picks up the microphone and sits there for 2 hours rabbiting to Europeans. And wait for the equinox to change, or when the equinox comes and the propagation changes for F-layer, it'll be all North Americans again, and we'll be moaning about that. All right, mate, take care, enjoy yourself, and stay loose on that modification. QRZ, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England. Okay, nothing is heard. CQ10, CQ 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, CQ10.
Delta November 9 Sierra Oscar calling. Do you copy?
Yeah, Delta November 9 Sierra Oscar, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot returning. Yeah, I hear you very well, sir. I'll give you a report on the next over. But my name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I am just 20 kilometres southeast from the city of London. And I'm using an IC-7300, 100 watts, and a 5/8 wave vertical antenna. So Delta November 9, Sierra Oscar, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England.
Yes, 100% use LMAC. My name is Ziggy. I spell Sierra India Golf Golf India. I'm using a Yaesu FT891, a Yaesu microphone M70, and also a vertical antenna 5x8. The output is only 10 watts because of my license. I have only the novice license here in Germany, but I am learning to the next license, and I will hope I get it in September. And the QTH, it's 80 kilometers in the east of Cologne in West Germany. QSL?
Absolutely fantastic, Siggy. Your FT891 with the vertical 5/8 wave and just 10 watts is working very well. You're peaking about 5 and 6 to me, Siggy. 5 and 6. What I'm going to do, Siggy, is I'm going to reduce my power to, well, at the moment, I'm about 75%. I thought I was 100%. 75%. So I'm running at about, let me just calculate for you. 75% is about 90 watts, 100 watts. There you go. But I'm going to drop it down to 10 watts. And let me see, if I come down to 10%, that is about 10 watts. Okay, we're coming down, down, down. Okay, Siggy, I'm now running about 10 watts to you. How do you copy me now, Siggy, with 10 watts? Back to you.
Yes, I copy you. The modulation is also by 5, I would say, but your signal is between 3 and 4. For the leftover, I will give you the report 5x4.
No problem, Siggy, and there we go. I put my power back to 100% only because the sporadic E can sometimes drop the power very low. Very pleased to be giving you that signal strength with just 10 watts. So we have actually worked QRP to QRP. Officially, 10 watts is QRP with SSB. So, yeah, we can claim that we both worked low power, and we both obviously using the same antennas. We are very close together. I think Cologne is only about 700 kilometers. I'm just going to check that, but I wish you very good luck on getting your license. The 10 watts is always a challenge when the band is very, very crowded. So, you know, it's always good. And, you know, some people, they say 10 watts, but maybe they're not using, but I believe you are. But there you go. We'll hand it back to you now. Delta November 9 Sierra Oscar Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Yes, QSL Mark. I think the 10 watt power is enough because I'm living here on the countryside, and there are no buildings around my home, and the antenna is about 12 meters above the ground, and there is there are no trees and no buildings in the neighborhood, and that's why it will work such good, I think, QSL.
Yeah, QSL. Well, you're just 550 kilometers away. You're about 350 miles away from me. So this is very short skip, really. And very short skip is always very interesting to me. Well, Siggy, I'm going to put out a few more calls, and then I think that's it. I'll be QRT. It's been a long afternoon. I do have many contacts, lots and lots of German contacts, always very good. I like to work Germany because of the short skip on 10 meters, but it always interests me. But yeah, we'll see how many more Germans contact me. and then I think it's time to go QRT. So, Siggy, can I say good luck for your exam and your next license? Please, when you speak to me again, please remind me that we spoke, that we both worked 10 watts, and that you told me you were getting your new license, because I'm sure your call sign will change, and it will be very interesting then to see how you got on. But I say, vielen Dank für das QSO, Ziggy. Ich hoffe, Sie bald zu treffen. I think my German is terrible. I'll just say Auf Wiedersehen, mein friend, and alles gut, 73.
Thank you, Mark. I will hope I get my license and I write your call sign in my logbook, and I make a remark that I call you with my new license, and then you can get my new call sign, maybe. So, thank you for the short QSO. Wish you all the best. Good texting. Very fine contacts, and bye-bye. 73, Mike 0, Julius Charlie Foxtrot from Delta November 9, Sierra Oscar. Bye-bye.
Yeah, take care, Ziggy, and really look forward to working you again, especially with that brand new shiny call sign. Good luck, old friend, good luck. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England. Okay, I think there was a station with Sierra. But your signal report would be 1 and 1. I just heard Sierra. You would be 1 and 1 at this time. But thank you for trying. I do appreciate all contacts, however difficult. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Okay, nothing is heard. CQ10. Okay, Italy Uniform 1, Italy Papa Bravo. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm in the southeast of England. Your signal wasn't very strong, sir. Your signal wasn't very strong, and your audio was not very loud, but I could just hear you to get your call sign. I'll give you your report on the next over. Italy Uniform 1, Italy Papa Bravo, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
Roger, Mark, no problem at all. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, IU190 returning. You are 5 and 7 with me northwest 7 near Turin on the heads. My power is very low, it's 80 watts moment. And my name is Ugo, like in uniform, Golf, Oscar, QSL.
Yeah, QSL. Okay, well, my power is 100 watts. My antenna, 5/8 wave vertical, and my radio IC-7300, and your signal did come up. You did peak 5 and 5. Thank you for the 5 and 7, but you did peak 5 and 5 to me. So I have you in my logbook today, but I don't think conditions between UK, Italy are very strong at this moment. I'm contacting mainly Germany, so it is very difficult to hear you, but you did peak 5 and 5. Back to you. No problem, Ugo. It was, say, very difficult to hear you on some parts of your over. But great to get you in the logbook. I say grazie mille, and arrivederci, amigo mio. Take care, 73. Ciao, ciao. Yeah, ciao, grazie. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England. Okay, very difficult to hear you, sir. The station calling in, I think there was an Oscar, possibly a Kilo in the call sign, but as I say, it was very difficult. Please try one more time, sir. Okay, I've got Oscar November 3, November Mike. Would that be right? I could be wrong about the number, but it sounds like we have a very, very short skip or very strong ground wave. But the Oscar November 3, November Mike, go ahead. Ocean November 2 Hotel Mike, we have you in the book now. Absolutely no problems. You are just 4 and 1. You are just 4 and 1. It's a very difficult copy, but we are very, very close. I am just 20 kilometers southeast of the city of London, and my name is Mark. Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. Oscar November 2 Hotel Mike. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Okay, Henry, no problem whatsoever. So I am very pleased today to meet you on 10 meters. You are so close, just 400 kilometers away in Belgium. You're just 400 kilometers. I mean, really, I could drive to your QTH in a few hours. That's how close you are. So it's a very special contact, this one, via sporadic E. I do believe we have a small sporadic E cloud over the English Channel, which is probably given us this contact. So fantastic to work you. I'm just using a 5/8 wave vertical, and as I say, your signal is at peak 4 and 1, but then dropping to about a 2 and 1. Sometimes difficult, Henri, but no problem. I can log you in QRZ to confirm. No problem. I'll log you in QRZ to confirm. And can I wish you and your family very best 73 and say thank you for this great contact. Always very interesting for very, very short skip contacts. Take care, good luck 73, and over to you for a final. Bye bye. Yeah, bye-bye, Henri, and thank you again. Say, very difficult contact, but you're in the logbook, no problem. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England. Yeah, DO2 standby, please. DO2 standby. The Mexico station, Scotland, Mexico, please go ahead.
Mexico 7, Mexico Bravo, and the vessel is Michael.
Yeah, no problem, Michael. Mexico 7, Mexico Bravo. Very nice to meet you. My first Scotland contact today. I had several of your countrymen yesterday in the logbook, but my name is Mark. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm just 15 miles southeast of the city of London in the town of Sidcup in Kent. So great to get you in the logbook today. You're not very strong. I will give you excuse me, I will give you a report on the next over, but I'm using an IC-7300 100 watts, and the antenna's just a 5/8 wave vertical. So back to you, MM7 MBB M0 JCF.
Central Scotland between Glasgow and Edinburgh with the 575
BD8RB.
Yeah, MM7, MBB, M0, JCF. Thanks for the 5 and 7. You're peaking about 5 and 3. 5 and 3 there, Michael. And I think you said Falkirk, so no problem. I will log you in QRZ if you use it, Michael. It's great to hear you. I'm just wondering what antenna you're using today. MM7, MBB, M0, JCF. Yeah, the Sirio 2016. You know, there's a playground argument with the Sirio users. The 2016 versus the Game Master versus the Antron 99. I do like to read the forums, and it doesn't matter who uses what antenna. The other two camps always come out for a fight. It's always excellent, but it's working, mate. It's working. You're getting down into southeast of England. Okay, then, Michael. Look, I won't hold it with you today. On my local QR Mexico will be coming any second now, and I would probably lose you, but you peaked 5 and 3 and a good audio. I'm assuming you're just using 25 watts, but you know, we won't labour that point. That's not a problem. I say 100 watts here. Take care, mate. Thanks for the contact, and thanks for my first Scotland contact today. Good luck, 73. Over to you for a final, Michael. Yeah, bye-bye, old friend, and take care. It's great. I do love to work the 7, the foundationers. It's always a challenge for anyone who's limited on power and everything in between. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Fox, southeast of England.
Yes, this is
Okay, there was several stations, 3 or 4 stations. I think there was one, please stand by, I think there was one beginning Mike. Was there a station beginning Mexico? Please go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Mike 0, Romeo, Juliet Lima. Mike 0, Romeo, Juliet Lima. Down on the south coast, Paul in Dorset, over.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Mike 0, Romeo, Juliet, Lima, Paul in Dorset. Well, I know the area fairly well. A lot of my ancient family comes from there, and we bought lots and lots and lots of Chinaware. That's all I can say about that. But M0, RSL, Paul in Dorset. Now, this is probably the shortest skip today of all. Great to hear you. The name this side is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm down in Sidcup in Kent, so just southeast of London, and I'll give you a report on the next over, but this is a phenomenal contact. I'm assuming we're either a very high angle skip into the E layer, or we're bouncing off the back of a E cloud. There is one over the channel extending into France. We may be coming off the back of that, who knows, but it's great to get you in the logbook. M0 RSL, sorry, M0 RJL, M0 JCF. M0 RJL, M0 JCF. It looks like that was very short-lived. Try again, sir. Okay, to the station that said he's talking, thank you for relaying the message. I cannot hear him now. It was a very, very brief sporadic E. It was very unfortunate. I would dearly have loved to have got more information from him, but I can find him on QRZ. I know his name's Roger, and maybe I'll just send him a message via QRZ. But never mind, that's the brakes, right, trying one more time for Mike 0, Romeo, Juliet, Lima. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Fox. Okay, absolutely nothing is heard. We'll log that as lost to QSB, and I think he was a peak of about 5 and 3, and I'll talk to him about that in a message. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot.
Alpha 3, Foxtrot, India, Charlie.
Okay, Foxtrot, India, Charlie. I think there was a Mike 7. Please stand by, or at least a Mexico station. The Foxtrot, India, Charlie. Please go ahead.
Yeah, roger, Mark. M0, Julia, Charlie, Fox. This is Papa Alpha 3, Foxtrot, India, Charlie. The handle is Hank, and you are, US Baker, but you're coming up with a S3, and then the next moment you are at 9, eh? So, running 100 watts in a 5/8 vertical, QSL.
Yeah, no problem. Papa Alpha 3, Foxtrot, India, Charlie. And thanks for the 5 and 3 to 5 and 9. Absolutely fantastic. You're just peaking about 5 and 5 to me. And crazy short skip conditions now on 10 meters. It seems to be getting shorter and shorter by the minute. Checking the DX maps, it looked like there was a big E-cloud over the English Channel and over the North Sea, and some over England. So it could be skip, it could be backscatter, it could be anything happening now. But the name this Mark, I'm in Sidcup in Kent, so 20 kilometres southeast of London. I'm using IC-7300. I'm using 100 watts, and the antenna's just a 5/8 wave vertical. PA3 FIC M0 JCF.
M0 JCF, PA3 FIC, all QSL, Mark. Solid copy here, excellent modulation on your radio. Yeah, the name here is Hank. Hotel Echo November kilowatt. Hank is the handle, and I'm running you 100 from an XT450, and the antenna here is a 5/8 vertical CB band, IMAX 2000, and I'll use that from 15 to 10 meters. Great antenna. Yeah, you must try one. Hey, guys. WX here, grey sky, and from time to time some rain, and temperature around 20 degrees Celsius. M0 GCF, PA3 FIC QSF.
Yeah, PA3 FIC M0 JCF. Oh, another vertical antenna, the IMAX 2000, another one for the playground boys to fight over. Add that one to the Sirio 2016 and the Game Master and everything else in between. The Antron 99 is another popular one. Well, it's working very well. You're getting across the North Sea to me. The QSB's dropping you towards my noise floor. My local QR Mexico has just appeared. It appears around this time every day. It's only about Santiago 1, maybe Santiago 2, and when your signal drops slightly, it drops into it, and then I lose you slightly. But no problem, Henk, we've got you in the logbook today. I won't hold it because several people were calling me, and as you can tell, very short skip, sporadic E, it's very easy to lose those signals. Good luck, old friend. Thank you for the contact. We'll talk a proper rag tune next time round when conditions are stable. Good luck, 73 to the family. Bye-bye, Henk.
Yeah, Roger, Mark. Thank you very much for the contact. I seem to have a pipeline going to England and to Latvia, the coastal area. 73s and good contacts, and enjoy the openings. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye, Hank. Take care and good luck. I enjoyed the very short QSO. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot, southeast of England.
Sierra, Bravo 7, Sierra.
Okay, I've got something Bravo Sierra. Bravo 7 Sierra. I did hear Bravo 7 Sierra. If I could take your call, please.
Sugar, Bravo 7, Sugar. Sierra, Bravo 7, Sierra, Mark.
Yeah, I think that's going to be George, but I won't go too early on that. I've made a fool of myself before, but thanks for calling in. The name this side, Mark, as you know. I'm in Sidcup in Kent, and of course it's George. I recognised the call sign once I put the Sierra in front of it, George, and then I recognised your voice, and I thought maybe I'm going to be foolish now and you're going to tell me your name's David or something. But great to work you today, George, and I'll give you a report on the next over. I mean, you know all of my details by now, and once again I've been checking your dxmap.com, and it's amazing the amount of sporadic e-clouds that's all over the Baltic and the UK, France, northern Italy, even Scotland. You know, it's all over the place, and I'm having some fantastic short skip conditions, and I mean very short skip, some of it under 250 kilometers, which is quite remarkable. Sierra Bravo 7 Sierra Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox.
Yeah, great copy, Mark. And there is someone working AM here on this frequency. It sounds like it's, but you're doing good. You're peaking 5 and 9 here. I'm running my Hermes today, so 1 kilowatt, and the 3 element on the OptiBeam here. And as you said, it's a massive sporadic E-cloud over Europe today. I've been working from home today, so I've seen the cloud. Made a few QSOs during my lunch break, but band wasn't really open. But now the band start to fill up with stations on the band scope here. I just put some dinner on the stove. My wife is away for a couple of days. She left this afternoon, so I can play a lot of radio, Mark, but I also have a honey-do list, of course, with the things that need to be sorted out, especially today. So I can't stay on the radio too long, but hopefully the propagation will last quite a long time today. 0 JCF, Sugar Bravo 7 Sugar.
Yeah, SB7S M0 JCF. Well, I went to visit my mum this morning. She lives down on the southeast coast. I came home and my wife was out. Quite possible that she's been home and gone out again, but that's I'll find that out soon. So yeah, I have plenty of honeydews, don't worry about that. Station manager rules in this house, I tell you. But yeah, 5 and 9 to me, George, as is expected. You're peaking 5 and 9, way above my noise floor. And yeah, it's been mainly Germany today, but I have worked right the way around the clock, from Portugal right the way up through France, Italy, Germany, Switzerland, Latvia, Poland, all the way back round to the Netherlands. I've worked very short skip into Belgium and Scotland. And then the closest skip, and it's very unusual, and it may have been backscatter, is I worked very briefly someone in Poole in Dorset, which is down on the south coast, probably even closer than the contact in Belgium. So I'm very pleased with that. I love sporadic E working on 10 meters. Some people it's 6, some people it's 4, and some people it's got to be DX. But for me, short skip sporadic E is one of the most exciting. Anyway, I'll let you go. I'll let you have your brief radio time. I know you said someone else is also operating on the frequency. That doesn't surprise me with sporadic E. People just not hearing each other. They're so close together, and it's the more distant contacts will tell us that there's multi people on the frequency. Okay there, George, can I wish you 73? Take care. Thanks a lot, and thank you again for the heads up on the dxmaps.com. I do use that now, and I do use it to spot people as well. I'm not a DX cluster user. I use it to get the spots on the map, but I have noticed it comes up on the DX cluster as well. Take care, good luck, and until the next time when you point your 1000 watts on the beam my way, bye-bye. Take care, mate. Back to you for a final.
Yeah, thank you very much, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm showing you DX maps. Yeah, I was working a bit into England before, and suddenly I got a call from Charlie Alpha 4 November Fox Charlie in Chile. That was quite surprising, and then I worked the Charlie X-ray station, but she really was a nice coup of the day here. And also worked up in northern part of Germany, only about 500 kilometers, which is, as you say, quite short skip. So yeah, sporadic E is fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. 73, take care. Talk to you soon, Mark. 0 JCF, Sugar Bravo 7 Sugar. Bye-bye.
Thanks, George. Always a pleasure, and always great to hear the voice down from Sweden. QRZ, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot, southeast of England.
Golf Whiskey 0, Hotel Golf Charlie.
Okay, I want the Golf Whiskey 0 ending Charlie, please. Golf Whiskey 0 ending Charlie.
Yes, good afternoon, my friend. Good afternoon from northwest Wales, right on the tip of the northwest Wales Peninsula. This is Golf Whiskey 0, Hotel Golf Charlie. You're coming in here on my Moxon about 5 and 9. About 5 and 9, and a lovely clear audio from you, my friend. Name here is Bernie, Bravo Echo Romeo November India. Back to you.
Yeah, Bernie, GW0, HGCM0, JCF. Absolutely fantastic to work Wales today on 10 metres via sporadic E. Has been some incredible short skip conditions today, Bernie. I'm using an IC-7300. I'm using a 5/8 wave of vertical antenna, just an old CB antenna, shortened slightly, and just 100 watts from the back of the radio. And I think you make it for me completely once around the clock now. I've worked from Portugal, working right the way around Europe, Scandinavia, Scotland, back to you, and even had a contact down in Poole in Dorset, which is southwest of me. So absolutely fantastic. But 5 and 9 to me, and that Moxon just reminds me I must get mine built. I took down my 9-element beam for 2 meters at Christmas, sold it on to build and put up a Moxon, and we're now into the summer and that Moxon still hasn't been built, let alone put on the rotator. But you're showing me it's well worth the effort. Back to you.
Yes, indeed. I didn't catch your name. Never mind. On the next over, I'm not sure about your call sign. I've got M0 Juliet Tango X-ray. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct. Yes, this is a new Moxon. I've only had it up 2 weeks, and I haven't got a rotator. Well, I've got the rotator. It arrived yesterday. I haven't put it up yet. That's the job for next week, sometime when my friend comes back from his holidays, because it's a 2-month job by the look of it. Yeah, I haven't done much DX at all with this Moxon as of now. I did manage to get Brazil one evening last week, so that's the best I've got out of it. Quite a few Germans and French. So yes, it's nice to work you down in Kent. So yeah, we're right diagonal, right across the country, my friend. Over.
Yeah, well, I was just telling somebody the other day that I tend to work short skip into Scotland relatively easy. Likewise, Northern Ireland. But I was just, telling tales of woe that I didn't think that I'd worked Wales on 10 metres via sporadic E. And or really England, because the limit would probably be around about Carlisle way, given the skip conditions. But today it's been absolutely wild. I say Belgium, the Netherlands, England, Wales, Scotland. I've done them all today, very, very short. You might have heard me talking to George beforehand, and it's very interesting that George, some months ago, put me onto a website called DXMaps.com, and I'd never considered it before. And when you look at one of the tabs, it actually says sporadic E, maximum usable frequency. And I clicked on that, clicked on just sporadic E and phone only, and it came up with some very interesting maps, and it gives you an idea of where the E layer clouds are. and it's constantly in a state of flux, as you'd expect with sporadic E, and it was just a fantastic tool to use. You know, I've never been a DX cluster user or anything like that, because I'm a CQer. I don't really need to know who's on the band, etc., especially when I'm using my older radios that don't have waterfalls, etc. I need, you know, I need to use just my ears. So I'm a CQer primarily, and yeah, it's a fantastic resource. So if you haven't used it, it's definitely worth using, and gives you quite a good heads up as to where to expect contacts from. As I say, a lovely surprise to get you in the logbook today. You know, I'm getting to the point now where I want to tick off every single country in Europe in one day and make it my life's work, as it were. But I won't. But anyway, Bernie, look, I'll cut you short because multi people were calling me, and I know people, A, sporadic E doesn't hold up that long, and B, people get bored and they move on. So it's just, if I can give people a report, it would be just, you know, just good enough. So GW0 HGC M0 JCF, and good luck with that Moxon, and hopefully in the near future I'll be talking to you on my Moxon. Who knows? GW0 HGC M0 JCF for a final. Cheers, mate.
Okay, cheers. I still didn't get your name, but never mind. For the log. So yes, it's been a nice, interesting chat. I haven't worked much sporadic at all this year as of now. And the bands have been in a wicked state, so they're, you know, in this part of the world especially. Not been hearing anybody at all. So this is, yeah, I'm just using the Kenwood TS590 Sugar at the moment. I've got the DX10 upstairs, but I'm not sure if I am 100% into these new menu-driven rigs. I'm quite happy to go back to the Kenwood, and yes, looking forward to getting my rotator up next week. I have to keep going out with the socket set and giving the aerial a spin. Never mind. Nice to meet you, and hope to meet you again soon on more sporadic before the end of the summer. M0, I think it's Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. This is Golf Whiskey Zero Hotel Golf Charlie. Bye bye, all the best, my friend.
No problem, Bernie. The name is Mark. That was my fault. Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. It's Mark. I'm in Sidcup in Kent. So yeah, it's that was my fault. You did ask, didn't you? And I did neglect to give you that information. Apologies for that. QRZ Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox.
Mike 6 Oscar Echo Charlie. Mike 6 Oscar Echo Charlie.
Oscar Queen Zulu.
Oscar Queen Zulu, please stand by. Mike 6 Oscar Echo Charlie. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot. Mark in Sidcup in Kent.
Yeah, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox. Mike 6 Oscar Echo Charlie. Very good afternoon, Mark. I'll keep it very short. The name is John Juliet Oscar Hotel November. KTH here is the Isle of Lewis. The Isle of Lewis, right up on the northwest of Scotland. You're 5x7, and you went 5.9 plus a few minutes ago. So very, very strong signal. QSL.
Yeah, QSL, John, and thanks for the contact today. Yeah, you're 5 and 6 to me, 5 and 6. I'm logging myself as a 5 and 7 from you, because that's what we're talking across. I'm using a 5/8 wave vertical today, John. I'm using 100 watts, and the radio's an IC-7300. And great to hear you up on the Isle of Lewis there. Back to you, MM6 OEC M0 JCF.
Copied, Mark, no problem. Well, it's a wire antenna I've got on my side. Multi-band, well, homebrew multi-band, inverted wire antenna. It's about 140 feet long, about 35 feet from the ground. iPhone 746 and 25, 30 watts from the radio at the moment. So that's what we're using on my Mark. I won't hold it, but nice to hear the contact. Enjoy the conditions. I'm in contact with a station in Norway just now. We're going to try some 2 meters sporadic. There might be a bit of a lift across the North Sea there to Norway, so I'm just getting ready to try that too. 7-3 from Stornoway from the Isle of Lewis. Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox.
Mike 6, Oscar Echo Charlie, 73, good luck.
Yeah, MM6 OEC M0 JCF. Yeah, well, John, I'm just looking at the map. The MUF over Scandinavia is almost hitting 100 megahertz. It certainly is in the south of England. It's up to sort of 130 megahertz or nearby. So ease for 2 meters is possible. I would definitely say 6 and 4. So if you've got those bands as well, will be worth a go. I'd imagine that 6 meters is well alight at the moment. QRZ looking for Oscar Quebec Zulu. This is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox.
Sugar Mike 7 Oscar Queen Zulu. Sugar Mike 7 Oscar Queen Zulu. Go ahead, Mark.
Was that Juliet Mike 7 Oscar Queen Zulu QSL?
Sugar Sierra Mike 7.
Yeah, Sugar Mike 7, Oscar Queen Zulu. Just 4 and 1 to me today. A little bit difficult to hear you, but we do have you in the logbook. Apologies for making you wait, but I tend to say I'll be quick and then I never am. But you're just a 4 and 1 at this moment in time. Sierra Mike 7, Oscar Queen Zulu, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
Yeah, QSL Mark, QSL North. You are taking 5 and 7. And very deep QS Baker also. But 5 and 7 taking. Okay, thank you for the short QSO. And take care, Mark. And catch you later. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox. Sugar Mike 7 and 17 Zulu open to you. Bye-bye, Mark.
Yeah, SM7OQZ M0 JCF. Just an addition to your logbook. 5 and 3 was your peak. 5 and 3 was the peak. I will log you as 5 and 3. Your last over, it was easy to hear every word you said. Take care. Thanks a lot for this short contact. We'll do it again in the future, and we'll have a proper rag tune. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
Mike 0 Tango Foxtrot uniform.
Okay, Mike 0 Tango Foxtrot uniform. I've got a feeling we've worked before. I don't know why. I can just sort of see that call sign. My name's Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm down in the southeast of England, in Sidcup in Kent, about 15 miles southeast of the city of London. And I'll give you your report properly on the next over, but definitely a Radio 5, very easy to hear you. Mike 7 Tango Fox uniform, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox.
Yeah, very good afternoon from southwest Scotland, Mark, and nice to work you again. Yes, you're right, we worked about 5 years ago, a couple of times back in 2020, so nice to hear you again after a while. My name is Ian, India Alpha, India November, and I'm about 50 miles southwest of Glasgow. I'm near the town of Ayr, Alpha Yankee Romeo, on the southwest coast of Scotland. Running about 600 watts to a 5-element monobander here, Mark. M0 JCF, M0 TFU, over.
Yeah, M0 TFU, M0 JCF, MM0 TFU, M0 JCF returning. Well, your 600 watts is giving me a 5 and 9 and a bill for the slates on my roof. There you go. But no, it's working really well. The 5-element mono probably doing all the heavy lifting there, and you know, a stonking signal. I'm assuming that I'm sort of giving you a similar one back, because you'll have lots of gain on that antenna to pull my signal in. I'm just using a 5/8 wave vertical. I'm using 100 watts, and I'm using a IC-7300, and that's the story here. Not a lot to tell really. A fantastic afternoon, sporadic E, some incredible short skip in all points of the compass for me today. MM0 TFU, M0 JCF.
Yeah, very good, Mark. Yeah, you're picking about 10 dB over S9, very strong here, and nice to hear some short skip. It's been rather poor again this summer. The sporadic E hasn't been that great, but today's one of the better ones. I've been working outside, just come in, and I've worked a couple of other English stations, so nice to hear the short skip down to the south today. I won't keep you back. Have a great day. Thanks for picking me up, and I hope it's not 5 years until we work again. All the best. M0 JCF, Mike 0 Tango Fox uniform, 73.
Yeah, 73, Ian, and yeah, you're giving me a bit of red on the meter as well, so +5, +10, and no great surprise, bearing in mind your power and your antenna. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox.
5 Papa 5 Hotel. Italia Università 0, Oscar Yankee.
I've got the Papa 5 Hotel. I heard Papa 5 and Hotel. Please go ahead.
5 Papa 5 Hotel, hello from Denmark.
Okay, it was 5 Papa 5 Hotel, Denmark. Sorry, you caught me out there. I didn't recognise that call sign. You were the loudest that called in. My name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm in Sidcup in Kent, so just across the North Sea from you. I'll give you a report on the next over. 5 Papa 5 Hotel M0 JCF.
You are very hard to give a report because propagation goes up and down, so it's anywhere between S1 and S5, but clear modulation.
No problems whatsoever. You're 5 and 5 on my meter, 5 and 5, and a very clear modulation as well. I'm using a 5/8 wave vertical ICOM IC-7300, and I'm running just 100 watts from the radio. Back to you.
The first 5 meters or so vertical and the rest across some trees. That's the space I have, over.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Well, it's working for you today. We've got you in the logbook. I won't hold it this time. Any other time, I'd love a rag chew. But I noticed several people were calling me and I need to go QRT. So I'd like to give a few people some reports. And then I'll be closing the station down, releasing the frequency. So can I wish you and your family 73. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for taking the time. And I wish you good luck. Bye-bye for now, old friend. 5P5HM0 JCF.
Bye-bye, Mark 73.
Good luck and take care. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox. Okay, I heard a 0 Papa Alpha possibly. 0 Papa Alpha, please try again. That'll be Franco, Italy 5, Kilo Alpha Papa. Very good afternoon to you, Franco. You're very weak to me today. I assume you're using QRP, but you are very, very weak, Franco. Very, very weak. You're just about a 4 and 1. Just a 4 and 1 today. Back to you. Grazie mille, amigo mio. You take care, and I wish you 73. Grazie mille, and ciao ciao, arrivederci. QRZ, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Fox. Okay, nothing is heard. Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot is now QRT. Frequency is clear for use. Frequency clear for use. Thank you, and apologies to anyone who called. I didn't hear you another time. Frequency clear for use.